Design Kade. I'm just gonna play some more Mass Effect. Because, you know, Mass Effect. And it's awesome. Also, given the day, I want to wish our veterans a happy Veterans Day. Glad to see some of you made it home. And, I hope you had a good day. I'm sorry if that came out wrong. I'm really horrible about expressing myself. But legit, I am grateful to all of you. So, with that said, let's move on to Mass Effect 2 some more. Because, you know, I don't remember what I was doing before. I think I was doing side quests, so we're gonna go recruit more people. Yay! Let's recruit Thane first. I like Thane. He's alright. Right. Oh, I have to talk to Liara about that.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara? Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
That was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site, except that the dead bodies still smell.
Dark humor. Gotta love
Thanks
it.
for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
I love you, Liara! Come back to me!
Would like to offer a clarification of our special report on notorious assassin Thane Krios.
Almost got caught there.
News did credit Thane Krios' legendary skill to his
Right,
drill
we're gonna go
heritage.
recruit Thane.
No offense to the drill community
Because Thane is awesome. I already went through this. But I'm gonna go through it again because he is that awesome.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the
And quit getting stuck on corners.
Nisana Dantius didn't give us time to pack.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Someone who can make your life a living hell.
Too late.
Liara Tassoni said you'd have information on Thane Krios. Am I wasting my time?
Tana, cover for me. Over here. Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
I just need to talk to him.
Dangerous man to chat with. Your call, though. I ran security for Nisana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then. She has even more power here in Nos Astra. She uses it to keep her friends in check, and her enemies dead.
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse mercs, high-tech killer. Undisciplined, but very well-equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers, penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nisana's just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
I'm ready now.
That's what I like to hear. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2.
Go with Grunt. Why not? Let's go with her.
The towers are heavily guarded, and you'll find more resistance closer to the penthouse. So, this assassin, you planning to stop him?
I'm just here to make sure he survives.
There they are, the Dantius towers. You'll have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
Why don't we just save time and take the shuttle up?
She's got mercs with rockets just waiting for you to try. You get maybe halfway up before they shot you down. Besides, your assassin won't go in that way. Best to go in low.
Any last-minute tips about the towers?
The Eclipse mercs will be well fortified by now, and they won't want to disappoint Nisana. There's no automated defenses or traps, just focus on anything moving.
Alright, let's do this.
Hold on. Don't linger too long. They'll be here to greet you soon enough. Good luck, Shepard.
I'll put them down!
You're offline.
Hostiles!
Firing.
Quick!
Ah, shit. Wasn't fast enough. Yep. Get off that wall. Dumbass.
You're still alive?
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Just be glad you're still breathing. What happened?
We're just night workers. Nisana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
Someone's here to kill Nisana. I need to find him.
I haven't seen anyone. But that explains. The merc said there was no time. Nisana wanted us out of the way immediately. Then the dogs. I can't breathe.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
He doesn't know where the assassin is.
Take your time.
I think I'm better. Find the other workers. Help them.
Why would Nisana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. But I didn't realize she was that ruthless. My friends, co-workers, slaughtered. They were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
Any idea how many mercs Nisana's got?
A lot. Dozens of them are wandering around here all day. You'll find more the further up you go.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, Watch out for the mercs. They're everywhere.
You should be safe here.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Wreckage.
Moving to cover. I've got nothing.
Damn it.
Hostile spotted.
Like a toy!
Impact shot!
No flips.
Grabbing cover.
I'll kill you.
System failing. Requesting
Hold your fire, Shepard!
I didn't do shit.
Worthless!
God, I need thermal flips.
collision proximity warning. Unit member offline. Battle systems engaged. Excuse me.
Got one.
Watch the fire!
Hey, think he went in here?
We'll go get him.
You go.
Get your ass in there, and Nathana's not paying you to stand around.
Damn it.
Hostile spotted.
No shot! Impact shot!
Holy crap, my aim sucks. Holy crap, I know I hit that one. What the hell?
Backup systems engaged.
Taking cover.
Hostile forces have engaged.
Lost my target.
Allied force casualty. Impact event.
Grabbing cover.
Nothing
Can stop me.
Give me a target.
Yeah, right on your ass!
Requesting assistance. Requesting assistance.
Get to cover.
Lost my target!
Over there. Suppressing fire now.
I can blow!
Impact event. Impact event. Hostile forces have engaged.
Negative contact.
Alright. So during this mission, it's not necessary, but it's easy Renegade / Paragon points to look for these survivors, these Solarian survivors. So I tend to do it. Not to mention, I like the Renegade parts because it's just kind of funny. And I think there's only like a couple of places
Please,
to look. So.
don't kill us. We'll go. We'll go.
I remember, right?
Hey, look. They're not Eclipse. You're here to help us, right?
I'm looking for someone and you're not him.
But is it safe to come out?
Seen anyone suspicious who isn't a merc?
Well, whoever sealed us in here. When he found us, I thought we were dead, but he just closed the door and locked us in.
This assassin lacks commitment.
Assassin? Here for Nasana, I bet. She's got it coming. You treat people like this, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
How many workers were in the tower? Are there many more of you?
Not alive. We were lucky.
Well, some got out before the dogs were sent in. Maybe a few are hiding somewhere.
Did you see the one who locked you in? Do you know where he might have gone?
He's no Solarian, I can tell you that. But I've no idea where he went. Sorry.
If he's after Nasana, he'll be heading to the upper levels.
Nasana's not exactly your favorite person?
She's a hard woman to work for.
That's an understatement. She works us long hours, no overtime, and this is what you get in payment.
She's unpleasant, to say the least.
If you don't like the work, just leave.
Easier said than done.
What's stopping you?
Our contract. We're stuck until the job's done. Quitting for any reason can be hazardous to your health.
We hear that anyone who leaves early tends to disappear. Probably just a rumor.
But who wants to find out for sure?
Oop.
She's a...
That's an understatement.
She's unpleasant. Easier said than
What's
done.
stopping
Our contract.
you?
We hear that
But who wants to find out for sure?
I need to
I
get to
hate when I do
Nasana's
that.
penthouse. What's the quickest way?
Cargo elevator is the only way up right now.
They're still working up top. Watch your step. Some of the walls aren't in, and it's a long way down.
Cold, too. I hate working up there.
I wouldn't stay here too long. It should be safe down on the lower floors.
I was just thinking the same thing. Let's go, everybody!
Thank you. And tell your assassin to aim for her head. 'Cause she doesn't have a heart.
Get moving!
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've got your back.
I usually don't like the sniper rifle, so I'm gonna change it the moment I get the chance. It's not as powerful as the one you start off with.
Right behind you.
Yeah.
Some people might like it. I really don't. Alright. You go there.
Yeah.
Yep. You go there.
I'll find cover. Just stand here and wait for them? I like a straight fight, but...
We should get behind stuff.
Mezzanine. Have a pleasant stay.
Check your screen!
There's more bullets though, so some people might like that. I don't know, there's the upside of more bullets. The downside of it's not as powerful.
Shields have failed. Right in the head.
I haven't heard from teams 4 or 5. Don't worry, my team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it. We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around very slowly.
Damn it.
Tell me where the assassin is and I might let you live.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking to you.
Excuse me.
You're not one of Nisana's mercs. Who are you?
You got 2 ways down, express or coach. Your choice.
Look, pal. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you.
Not the answer I was looking for.
I've got nothing more to say to you. If you...
How about goodbye?
Damn. I could take notes from you, Shepard.
There we go.
It's all over the place.
We need to go to Mega.
Landing.
Get some armor upgrades. There's a visor that you can get that's... Oh, it's too far away. Anyways, there's a visor upgrade that's really useful for sniping.
Moving to cover. One more. Bag the head there.
Oops. Alright. Next place for the Salarians is right here.
Are you guys all right in here?
Get back! Get back! I'll shoot!
Drop the gun, lizard.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will. I said...
Hurt me? I hardly felt a thing.
Talon!
Slow and easy.
He's my brother. I just want to see if he's all right. Are you the ones who shot the merc?
I've shot a lot of mercs today, but I can't take credit for him.
Then who did?
You tell me. What happened?
The merc found us and shouted at us to move. We panicked, and he shouted more. I thought he was going to kill us, then his head just exploded. Talon picked up the merc's gun, but we were too afraid to leave. Then you showed up.
Clean shot. Very nice.
I'm looking for someone. Probably the guy who killed this merc.
Talon thought he saw someone following us, but he's been a bit on edge. I haven't seen anyone but the mercs.
I'm looking for someone.
Talon, I haven't seen anyone but the mercs.
Is the bridge the only way to the penthouse in the other tower?
From here, yeah. It won't be easy. Mercs are patrolling the other side. Whatever Nisana's hiding from must be pretty scary.
How safe is that bridge out there?
The bridge is stable, but the wind's your real problem. If it doesn't throw you off, the mercs will definitely try. There's a lot of them out there.
There are still mercs up here. You should get to the lower levels.
No need to convince me. Talon, come on, get up.
Can we go home now?
Yeah, we're getting out of here. Thank you.
Where is everyone? Will somebody please give me a report? It's about time. What's going on down there?
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nisana.
Damn it!
Eclipse! I've lost contact!
Impact event.
Mind over matter!
Nice shooting.
Yeah, I tried.
Target has Fast flow, weakening their integrity.
Damn it! Aim, Kade!
I'll kill you all.
That was a pushy noise. Mama! I like that rifle better. I'm weird.
Watch out for those explosions!
It's designed for specialized ammunition. System damage.
Get down! Oops. And I'm weird and I backtrack just because these things, they will refill your ammo, so just a nice little tidbit, I guess. People chunks on fire!
Oh, what's this?
So something I should tell you guys, for those of you who have not played Mass Effect 2, there is this thing you have to do throughout the game in order for everyone to live, anyways, where you have to scan planets for resources, upgrades to your armor, your weapon, your ship upgrades. The ship upgrades are important to get all of them, except for the gas upgrade and the probe upgrade, unless, you know, extra probes are nice, I guess, if you're stuck scanning planets. Because scanning planets is so slow and tedious, I tend to skip it, and I use, considering I play on the PC, I use
I'll tear you apart.
Save editor called GIMP, Mass Effect 2 save editor, and basically you just open up your save file, and you can tweak your save file. So I tweak it for minerals and
Nothing can stop me.
things to that sort, so that I don't have to sit there and scan planets all day long. When I played this game on Xbox for a while,
I'll put them down.
I don't know, my game disc or something might have been glitched or scratched to an advantage point where scanning planets was not as tedious as it was supposed to be, so I got lucky on that one.
Wait!
Find Warfield!
Let's kick some ass!
Damn it! Finish it off!
Yeah, right on your ass!
How do you miss that?
Shields down.
Shepard. But you're dead.
I got better.
And now you're here to kill me.
Maybe I just missed you.
Screw you, Shepard.
Charming as ever.
I'm sure you find this all very ironic. First you take care of my sister, and now you're here for me. Well, you made it this far. Now what?
I wouldn't waste time hunting you down, Nisana.
What do you call this? You've practically destroyed my towers.
I wasn't looking for you.
What the hell are you talking about? Is it credits? Is that what you want? Just tell me your price. We can make this problem go away.
All the credits in the world won't make this problem go away, Nisana.
Who the hell gave you the right to play God? I may not be perfect, but look at you. We both kill people for money. What's the difference?
You've brought this on yourself. I wouldn't stop it even if I could.
What do you mean? Of course you can stop it. Just don't... What?
I heard something.
Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to... Who...
Nice entrance.
I just tore this place apart looking for you. The least you can do is look at me.
Prayers for the wicked must never be forsaken.
Nisana and her men deserve what they got.
Not for her. For me. The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
How'd you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Nisana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
Let's cut to the chase. I need you for a mission.
Indeed.
You're familiar with the Collectors?
By reputation.
They're abducting entire human colonies. Freedom's Progress was their handiwork.
I see.
We're going after them.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
They tell me it's a suicide mission. I intend to prove them wrong.
A suicide mission. Yes, a suicide mission will do nicely. I'm dying. Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
You're dying. Are you contagious? How long do you have?
If you're interested, we can discuss it on your ship. The problem isn't contagious, and it won't affect my work.
Not to look a gift assassin in the mouth, but why are human colonists a concern to you?
They are innocent, yes? Like all victims of the Collectors. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die. Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
Excuse me.
I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
Keep it civil, people. We've all got the same goal. Maintain the objective.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He seems quite civil.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Yeah, and he may not.
Alright. I was just thinking. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown on what ME2 Gibbs is. One sec, let me make sure my sound is still okay. Nope, it's not. One sec, I have to unplug my headset and plug it back in. Alright, that should fix my problem. Yep. Alright. Ignore that, sorry. So these two folders right here, I rarely use this one. This one's for Mass Effect 3, and this one's for Mass Effect 2. There is no gibbed Mass Effect save editor for Mass Effect 1, but when you open it up, you go in, let's just say, let's see how many. Let's just say I want to do something with my current save. So this is how it would look when you load it up. And these are the elements I was telling you about that you'll need. You can mess with your Paragon Renegade points. If you missed something, you can screw around with it. What have you. So, I mean, that's basically it. And someone's messaging me. Who could it be? Alright, but that's basically what it is. It does come in handy. And you can also manipulate your hairstyle using Gibbs. For like hairstyles that are not naturally in the game. Check out what we got. Normal module, sure. Great. The rounds are nice. Oops, sniper rifle stuff. That's the thing too. Shield piercing, that's always nice. Alright.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not at the moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have two. Scratch that. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
And... Jack would like
Commander,
to see.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Let's see. Can you help? Oh, the Alliance soldier here gave me this contact information. I hope this reaches you. He said you were trying to stop those collectors. They took my son and my brother. Have you found them? Do you know where they are? I know you're looking, but so many people are just gone. Even family. Every family lost someone. The children are the worst. Empty desks at the schools, winter clothes that never got worn. Please, the Alliance isn't doing anything. The Council isn't doing anything. If you can find our people, I'm begging you to do something. Tell me something I can do. Tell me anything. Oop, I forgot to mark that as red. Mark is red. let us go speak with Thane real quick. Now, normally I skip a lot of these conversations.
Do you need something?
But for the sake of those who have not seen the game.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
Are you gonna be alright till the end of the mission?
I should be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in humid environments, the faster it progresses. I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Or dead. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kade, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will still draw breath by the time it bears fruit.
Then don't live on Kade. Or use breathers.
Drell have a close relationship with the Hanar. We rely on each other. The best we can do is keep our homes very dry inside.
You don't act like a dying man.
You have the advantage there, Shepard. You've already died. Perhaps later you can give me some suggestions. I can do nothing to alter my fate. One advantage of my training is that I've always, to some degree, considered myself dead. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance.
So he's actually a romance option for FemShep. I think I've only ever romanced him once out of curiosity's sake.
If we have time, I'd like to go to
that's
Ilium
right.
and relocate.
I'll let you know, Miranda.
Of course, Commander.
Check. Should be able to go deal with that. I will show you. Now I don't know if this was just my copy of Mass Effect 2 on the Xbox 360, but I was having trouble for the first handful of playthroughs with this game to get Miranda and Jack loyal, because there comes a situation where after you do both of their loyalty missions, they get into a fight, and if you don't have enough Renegade or Paragon points, you can only choose one to stay loyal, and then it's very difficult to get the other to be loyal to you by the time you reach the end of the game for that particular person to live. So what I noticed after a while was if I had enough Renegade, if I had Renegade or Paragon points into about the mid section of Renegade or Paragon in the third bar here, it was enough to do what you have to do to keep them both loyal. Just a little tidbit, I guess. I've heard of other people that were able to do it without being at that particular point, but that's how I get it, so. And that's why I have this game specified.
Need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Get down, Hiroki.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Sorry. My cat's on stuff he shouldn't be. Alright, I have to give you this.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
Roki, get down. Now. Get down. Down. Go. Get down. You know you're not supposed to be back there. He was up behind my TV. He almost knocked it over once, so I don't trust him up there.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
We've got work to do. Get to the point.
I work for you, and you work for Cerberus. They're in my face all the time. This is gonna make me crazy. Crazier. Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
You loved the power they gave you.
They never gave me a choice.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
Attacking our allies is going to derail our mission. Not a smart move.
The files say it was shut down after my escape. It's been abandoned for years. They going to care if I blow up a garbage dump?
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
I was gonna say something, and now I can't remember what that something was.
Shepard?
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
You better have a good reason for ruining my lunch.
It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
Don't start anything with Garrus. I won't have trouble on my ship.
I don't hate Garrus. I hate the Turians. Garrus is just one Turian, and he's your clan. No point in ripping his face off unless he turns on me. It's hate, but it's mine. Okeer was blind, and he tried to make me the same. But I'm starting to feel what they did, to see why I should care. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
I'm gonna go deal with...
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Spare ammo. Let's see. Increases health. Oh, you can also in this game change the coloration if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think I might this time. Oh, here. Would help if I had her on. Color. There. Why not? 'Cause I can. Space hamster! Toilet flush. Sorry. Anywho. Let's go do a couple of loyalty missions. Yay! Let's go help Miranda. I make some weird noises, I'm sorry. Change his appearance. Now that is actually, when I change the appearances of Garrus, you can do it to Grunt too, but I don't like it. Garrus, Jack, Thane, Miranda, and Tally, you can change their appearances if you buy the appearance change pack, and the only reason I ever do that is if I have leftover DLC points for some reason. So, just, I don't know, FYI. If people start playing this and haven't before, I'm like, well, why can't I get that outfit?
You have to give the Asari credit. Ilium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn.
No, you don't understand. Pardon me, I'm on a call.
How can you short sell on prefabs after the...
I spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me.
I'm looking for the best tech upgrades you have.
Of course. I can help you with a...
This is a recall notice. I guess we'll never know what that occurrence was.
Systems are asked to discuss. Or for credit toward the exciting new coral strand radiation.
Well, Vic, it's okay. I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello, can I help you with something?
I need you to let that slave go. Now.
We prefer the term indentured servant. And I know that Batarian slavers have made humans understandably prejudiced against slavery. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
What if I bought her myself? I could let her go and everyone would be happy.
A gallant offer with 3 problems. First, her technical skill merits a contract of several 100,000 credits.
There's also a fee for freeing me before my service period ends.
Exactly. And finally, you are clearly a traveler. Her service contract requires that she remain on Ilium.
I don't want them to take me off to a mine somewhere.
So slavery is legal on Ilium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed-upon conditions are met. Ilium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
If slavery's legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Sounds great. Unless you lose her paperwork or come up with a reason to hold her longer.
All contracts are monitored by Ilium law enforcement. In a case such as you described, the burden of proof would be on me. No system is perfect, but safeguards are set up to protect all parties.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
So then he says, "Can I help you with something?"
How'd you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI programmer?
If you'd like to submit a resume, Wait. Is this that slave? Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
I see what's going on here. This isn't about slaves. You just don't want to hire a Quarian.
What? But...
Is it because you don't want to feed them, or do you just not like the suits?
Synthetic Insights has a strict non-discrimination policy. We don't just hire indentured servants.
Maybe I'll take this to Ilium's trade bureau just to be sure.
Wait! Let's not do anything crazy. We don't want to waste the bureau's time. Okay? Fine. I'll go draw up a contract. Just leave Ilium's bureaucracy out of it. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Be right back, guys. I have to use the restroom. Kade. Very good.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for her.
Regardless, a kindness to her is mine to repay. Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
God, you better roll.
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana all right?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the Mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
You didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend. He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in any of your other Ilium contacts, Ms. Lawson?
No. You and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
Making changes now could be dangerous. Are you sure you can trust Niket?
Absolutely. He's one of my oldest friends. I trust him with Ariana. Lantea, we'll follow Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
I doubt Eclipse will send all their people just to stop you. Do you want to give Niket any backup?
Niket can take care of himself. Besides, any armed backup just draws attention to him.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
No, they didn't. Oh, Roki. You being an attention whore tonight.
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it!
Go on, Hiroki.
I got this.
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket. He won't be helping you.
Wait, Miranda, you said she was your twin sister.
That what she told you? No, this crazy bitch kidnapped our boss's baby daughter. He's been looking for her for more than a decade.
It's complicated, Shepard. We share the same DNA, just not the same birthday.
You took a baby from the richest guy in the galaxy, lady. I don't know what your damage is, but you're not getting away with it.
Should we be talking to Captain Inyala about this?
You don't want to talk to the captain. She's not as polite as I am. She's the best commando I've ever seen. I've seen her tear people in half with her biotics. And she's getting paid a lot to stop you.
She gets in my way, she'll never have a chance to spend it.
What do you mean Niket won't be helping us?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nobody's gonna get killed unless you do something stupid. You walk away now, the girl goes back to her father, and everybody's happy.
Everybody but my sister. And me.
I'm giving you one chance to leave. That's more than most get.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots. When I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want...
Son of a bitch!
We've been spotted!
My shields are down.
Watch the fire!
Taking cover!
Completely down!
Give me a target!
Come on, we need to get to the
Kade.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. But, well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, I suppose. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective when it comes to Oriana. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
Sounds like your friend Niket might be in some trouble.
If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket to get to you?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understands what my father is really like. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me now.
Can you tell me anything about the cargo processing yard?
We'll be moving through conveyor systems. There'll be a lot of movement. Finding targets won't be easy. We'll need to stay sharp. And these cargo transports carry hazardous materials. So watch what you shoot at.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Right. They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shots.
Report in!
One call.
There we go!
Nobody was there.
Nice
shot!
Son of a bitch!
Target!
Grab cover! Ready!
Watch for the drone!
Negative contact! Hostile spotted!
This is Inyala. Keep the bitch back. The kid is nearing the transport terminal.
This looks interesting.
Impact event. Rerouting power.
An easy shot.
Get ready.
I don't care how many mechs you lose. Just stall them, damn it.
I've got nothing.
On my screen. Combat drone, watch out. Light him up.
Moving to cover.
I've lost shields.
Come on.
Negative contact.
Very nice. Go in peace.
This is valuable.
Divert everyone except my guard from Niket. I'll handle him and the kid personally.
Damn it, I'm not letting her get Oriana.
Authorized for
lethal force.
backup systems engaged.
I need targeting assistance.
We can cut down through the cargo line.
Wait for that.
Impressive!
Let's try a little.
One left!
Son of a bitch! Watch for the drone! Let's see if they burn!
Hostile combat drone!
Off my
There we go!
Operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Go, go, go!
We face all.
Yeah! Get ready to burn!
Watch for the drone!
Let's try a little fire! Now finish them!
You're
Dust.
You'll die next!
Niket has reached the terminal. He'll switch the family over to our transport.
Niket. But that can't be right. Maybe the captain knows we're listening in and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch. Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't the thing go any faster?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on you?
He could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure my father tried to buy him off. If he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
The message on the radio seemed pretty clear.
He wouldn't betray me. We'll be at the transport shuttle in a moment and we'll clear this up.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir. We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we... Miri.
This should be fun.
Niket, you sold me out.
Not many civilians around. We can end this here and now.
Not before I get some answers. Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
Her father can still give her a better life.
You don't know what my father wants for her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty, but kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing her. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really let you whore around in that outfit?
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. Then you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
How much did Miranda's father pay you?
A great deal.
Damn it, Niket! You were the only one I trusted from that life.
He knew you felt that way. That's why he bought me.
So you just took his money?
Don't get holy with me, Miri. You took his money for years.
If Niket knows about Oriana, then your father does too. Relocating her won't work.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private. I'm the only one who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket. I'm going to miss you. Figuratively speaking.
I was tired of talking anyway.
So was I.
On our right! Take cover!
Engaging hostiles! Generation ready!
Lost shields. Impressive. All the units, engage at will. We got casualties!
I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Everyone makes mistakes. I'm guessing that's one you won't repeat.
Why did he make me kill him? He could have run. He could have lied about having the data stored somewhere. But he just stood there. The only loose end. He knew what I'd have to do.
Maybe he didn't think you'd have the nerve to gun him down.
No, he knew. All too well.
Let's get moving.
Right. No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details, but would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
Woo, sorry. Alright guys, with that I am actually gonna go to bed. Or settle down and start the process of going to bed. So anyways, I will see you all later. Thank you for watching and happy Veterans Day. Bye.